You started?
Yeah.
Okay. My name is Diamond Lawson, and I will be giving a speech today. It's called Any Old Bag. I will be talking about one item from my past, one item from my future, and one item for the present. So the first, I'm going to do things a little backwards today. So I'm going to start with the item from my past. And what I am going to talk about is my divorce decree. And so I know a lot of people think that's a little odd to talk about, but it's for my past because it's something that I survived. My divorce was something very, very hard for me to go through. It was very heartbreaking. It felt like a death in the family. That's what it felt like. Having to have my entire life changed. I moved from one state back home. I went through a custody battle. The emotional part of the divorce is what people don't talk about. People don't talk about the sadness, the grieving. I was grieving the loss of someone who not only gave up on me, but gave up on our family. So that was very hard for me to get over. And so that's the reason why I chose my divorce decree for my past, because it's something that reminds me that it's something that I left. I got married very young. I got married at 18. Not only that, we were military. So I got married straight out of high school, and then I moved to Alaska and spent the majority of my teen and my 20s in Alaska. I don't have any regret in my marriage. I just wanted to show some light on divorce, to something that people don't talk about. Everyone talks about their wedding. Everyone wants to get married, but no one gets married to get divorced. So that's why I chose that item for my past. So it's something that I survived. My next item for my present is my 2 black sons. Now I know that everyone knows what's going on in the world. Black Lives Matter, the whole movement, but no one, we haven't really talked about what it's like raising black sons. And my oldest, he'll be 5 next year. And my fears that I have of raising them is, my goal right now is to get both of my boys to the age of 16. And a lot of people have goals on seeing their kids graduate high school, graduate college, getting married. But with me having 2 black sons, my goal is to have them see their 16th birthday. And then my next goal will be when they turn 18. I'm not promised, every day with my boys because of how the world is. They already have one strike against them, and that's the color of their skin. Now, I don't teach racism. We love everyone. My sons don't know color, but there is people that do. And so it's my responsibility to make sure that I'm going to be educating my sons on how to protect themselves and how to definitely, when they get in a situation with a police officer, the other color, how they know how to respectfully handle themselves to where they can walk away and still be breathing. So that's why I chose my present, because my number one goal, everything that I do reflects my children. My actions, everything that I do is going to affect how they grow up. So it starts in the household. And so there's just certain things that I'm just not going to allow my sons to go through. We don't do water guns. We don't do things like that. We don't do anything that can resort to violence, because teaching them at a young age, when they grow up, they know that. So it's my responsibility as a mother to make sure that I'm guiding them down the right path. So that's why I chose my sons for my present. My future item, I forgot my LSAT book, but here's a picture. So of course, you guys all know that I am in the pre-law program at Iowa Western, and I decided that I am going to be going further into law school so I can become a prosecutor. Now I know it's a huge change coming from medical going into law, but I feel like I've done my duty as, a medical assistant. I have accomplished a lot being an MA, and I did everything I could. I'm way interested into law, having law in my family. Not only that, but we have a lot of defense attorneys, and that's one thing I'm not becoming. So let me just say that I'm not becoming a defense attorney. I don't want to defend anything. We don't have enough good prosecutors. We don't have enough people who are putting people behind bars for correct reasons. We have people we're having people for a drug charge serving 20 years, and a rapist can serve 5. That's a problem. I want to become a prosecutor because the flaw in the system is that we're putting away people for small crimes, and we're letting people, pedophiles and rapists, walk the cities, and we're going after someone that had a little $10 bag of marijuana on them, and he gets 20 years. And we have someone who rapes a 16-year-old girl, and they get 5. That's why I'm becoming a prosecutor, is because we don't have enough of them. We don't have enough people who are fighting for justice. We don't have enough of those. We have enough people defending it. We don't have enough people that has control in sentencing to actually stand up and say, you know what, no, that's not right. This is what needs to be done. And so that's why I am becoming a prosecutor. So what I want you guys to take from my speech today is life changes are going to happen. You know, I never thought in a million years that I would get married at 18 and then be divorced by the age of 23. I didn't think that was going to happen. I planned to be married forever, but it did happen. I didn't ever plan on having children. Now I have 2. So I didn't ever think that I would become a lawyer. My whole goal was to become a nurse. Now I'm in a pre-law program. So the point of my speech is that life changes every day, and we don't have any control of it. The point is for us to be able to move on and do what makes us happy. What was best for me was getting a divorce. That was best for me. I was very young. I didn't have the support that I needed from my family, from my ex-spouse family. You know, I didn't have that support. Having the mindset of being so young and being able to say, okay, I'm going to walk away from an unhealthy relationship. That's major. Not only that, I walked away with nothing. It gave me nothing. I walked away with a car and my kid, and then started all over. I started with 0. I had nothing. Not even a job when I came back. And now I have everything that I needed. So life changes happen. You have to go with the flow. And so that is the end of my speech.
Love it.
How did you guys?